Hello everyone, welcome back. Sorry for the delay today, but here we are. Also I wanted to say that something occurred last week. I don't know why the videos didn't publish. They are actually uploaded to YouTube, but something happened and I'm gonna fix that now. Like tonight. So everything's gonna be published like last week videos are gonna be ready in about like by about 8, 9 p.m. And then today's videos are gonna be ready tomorrow. And that's it. Now let's continue what we were doing last week with lines and angles. So for question 18, complete the proof below by filling the blanks. For each blank, bubble the letter that matches or no, that matches the correct statement or reason from the list. Okay, first let's see. The first is the given, and as we can see, this is the given. The given is just angle one congruent to angle 7. So I'm going to my list. I see there's E. So I put E here. That's like the easiest one. Now let's see the second vertical angles are congruent. As you might remember, vertical angles are the one that forms an X or like a sandwich. Let's see which are vertical angles. 1 and 3. Okay, perfect. And 6 and 7. Okay, perfect. They are both um vertical angles basically. Let's see. First we have 1 and 7, and then we have the and here we have a 6 and a 1. So what we would like to do, uh maybe I will say 6 and 7 here, because um as you can see here, they are like basically we are taking the one from this part and the six for this part to eliminate the 7. So the one that I will use in this case is 6 and 7, which is F, because if we use 1 and 3, then we are not doing anything with the 3. So we want to incorporate the 6 somewhere. So that's the reason I will do F. Then why 1 and 6 is going to be equivalent? Well, basically we here, I'm going to do it in blue. Here we have 1. Oh, wait, here. This is silver. So here we have 1 and 7. Here we have 6 and 7. So based on the transitive property, I will say, or maybe substitution. Oh, we have we have both. I'm just gonna say transitive property. As I explained it before, transitive property is that we have two things like 2 and 3, and then we have like 3 and 4. Then we can take out the things that are equal. So we have 2 and 4 that are like basically equal, for example. That's basically a short explanation on transitive property that I explained it all in last week video. So I will say C, transitive property. So I come here, I mark C, and then I have, okay, measure of angle 1, measure angle 6, and measure angle 7. But this is also another like insight that we must use 6 and 7 for 2, because we are using them here. So 1 equals 6 equals 7. Then we have that 1 plus 2 for measure of angle 2 is 180, because of linear pairs theorem. So they're all over a line. Oops, that was supposed to be a line. So over a line, they form a semicircle. So they are just like linear pairs theorem, which just meant that they add up to 180 degrees. Now, based on in this case substitution property, we can say if 1 is equal to 6, we can substitute the value of 1 and put 6. That's basically like another thing to differentiate between the transitive and the substitution property is that substitution generally is for adding or subtracting. For example, in this case, you see that we're adding one number at the other, so we're substituting the value of one number for the from the other, basically. While in the transitive property, we have two things are equal, like 2 equals 4 and 4 equals 5. So we are taking out the two that are like repeated and we say 2 equal 5, but there is no addition or subtraction or anything like that. There's just like equalities. So that's basically the transitive property. But now, based that we are giving, like since we know that 1 and 6 are equal, we are just gonna, we're just going to like substitute the value of 1 by the value of 6. And that's when we use the substitution property, which is it is not the symmetric property because the symmetric property just means that angle that one, for example, this is angle one, so angle one is going to be equal to angle one. It's just that it is like one thing is equal to itself. So that's basically it. So there's the answer for this question. Let's continue. And one for construction. Oh, wait, now we are changing subject. Interesting. So this was like a quick review for last week. We don't know. We finished with the subject, but let's see what we have to do now. List below, not in order, are the steps of copying A using a compass and a straight edge. Select the option that lists steps in the correct order. Okay, let's read. Oh, first, let's see. They all start with 1. So I know this is my first step, for sure. This is my first step. This is number 1. Now, let's see what we need to do next. And as you can see here, they are all different in each step, like in each number. So we have no more like um hints. So let's say the first step there was reference array. So basically everything is your reference. It's gonna be first one because you're going to take it as a reference to continue. But okay, now draw a reference array. So now let's read to draw a ray from the vertex through the intersection of the arcs. So right now I know 2 is not my second one because we are actually talking about intersection of the arcs. We haven't drawn any arcs yet. So I know this is not the option I need because we haven't drawn any arc yet. Now, place the compass on the vertex of the original angle and draw an arc that intersects both legs. Okay, I kind of like this answer. Let's continue. Set the compass to the distance between the intersection of the first arc with the legs of the angle. Use this. Um, use this setting to draw a third arc center where the compass arc intersects the reference ray. So, based on that, I know that 4 is coming after 3 because they already have the arc drawing. So I know that 4 comes after 3. As this 4 comes after 3, I know it's not C. And also I could say it's not D either because we have 2 and 2. We don't even have a 3 here. So it should be B. Let's see if it makes sense before getting us as our final answer. So first we draw a reference ray. So yeah, we're cool with that one. Then we place the compass on the vertex of the original angle and draw an arc that intersect both legs. Yeah, this makes sense. Perfect. Now 5. Without changing the setting, place the compass on the starting point of the ray and draw an arc intersecting the ray. Yeah, okay, this also makes sense. Perfect. Let's see, 4. Set the compass to the distance between the intersection of the first arc with the legs of the angle. Yes, that's in the original one. Now use this setting to draw a third arc center where the second arc intersects the reference ray. Yes, this also makes sense. I'm going to explain what it says right now. So then, to draw the ray from the vertex to the intersection of the arcs. And yeah, this is obviously our last step because that's basically what we're going to do to draw the arc. Now, what it says is this. We have this. We're going to draw a reference ray. So we're going to do a reference ray like this. This is my reference rays. Now, we're going to place, I don't have a compass here, like in my app, sadly, but basically what we're going to do, like this is the compass, we're going to place it like this, like at random distance. It could be either here, here, there, doesn't matter. And what we are going to do is draw an arc like this. That's what question 2 says. That intersects both legs. Now in 3, what it says is that we are going to place the compass from here to here. We're gonna measure basically with the compass the distance. Oh, wait, no, never mind. My bad. 3, that's 4. I'm sorry. 3 says that we are going to using the same distance we used to draw this arc. We're going to draw the same arc here. So this is supposed to be the same arc. Remember, I don't have a compass, so it's not going to look exactly the same. Now in 4, we're going to measure, that's what what 4 says, we're going to measure the distance from here to here. So we are going to move the compass. So it's like, it is basically one point here and the other point here. Using that distance without moving it, we're going to place the compass here and we're going to make like a mini arc over here using the same distance we measure here. So this distance. Now we have this 5, what it says that we're going to draw something from the vertex of the reference angle to the middle point of that intersection. Imagine that's the middle point of that intersection, basically. And yeah, that's the angle. That's basically, it should be the same angle because it's called A prime, so it is exactly the same angle. So that's what we do. Basically, I hope you guys understand. It's kind of difficult, but if you something that really helped me in the moment, it was actually performing the task. So I could take a paper, use my compass, and I start doing what I think is the answer. And if it makes sense and finally like give me a right angle, then I know it worked. So that's a tip just in case you want to try it. And then let's see, list below, not in order as a step for constructing the perpendicular bisector AB. Okay, perpendicular bisector, perfect. Select the option that lists steps in the correct order. So first, let's see. I don't have any equal right here, so we cannot take advantage of that. So let's just start reading and see. First, adjust the compass width to be more than half of the length of the line segment. Then, draw an arc above and below line segment A, B. Okay. Liking this one. Not sure if it's the first one, but liking this one. Now it's same. Use a straight edge, draw a line connecting the point where the arcs intersect. Okay, for sure, this is not the first one. For sure, because we already have arcs. If we already have arcs intersecting with one another, it's impossible that's the first one we have because we haven't drawn any arc. So, not the first one. Now, given AV, center the compass on point A. Okay, actually, this sounds really, really good. O sea, I mean, that sounds like really, really good to be the first one. So I think this is basic. This is gonna be the first one. Yeah. Without changing the size of the compass opening, center the compass on point A, B, and draw an arc above above and below line segment on point B, and so these are intersect, the others are drawn. Okay, let's see. Uh, 4 is also not the first one because we are actually moving the compass from one point to the other. There's actually the other arc drawn, so 4 is not the first one, basically. Now between 3 and 1, I will choose 3 because we are only putting the compass over point A in 3. So I think this is the answer. Not um A because we are adjusting the compass width to more than the half of the length of the segment. We're actually adjusting the compass width. So now let's see if it makes sense. Oh, so like basically, so I don't think that's the answer. Now let's see if it makes sense. First 3. So given that AB center the compass on point A, so we have AB first of all. AB, A, B. So we center the compass here in point A. Now adjust the compass width to more than half of the line segment. So you're going to put the compass like this is a compass. We're going to put it like here. I want it right. This is a compass to put it like here. Over here. Okay, perfect. Now, then draw an arc. So we're going to keep it like this, and we're going to go down like that, and then go up, da, 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 either an arc like this. Okay, that's 1. Then let's say 4. Now without changing the sign of the compass, center the compass on point B. So we go put the compass on point B without changing the size. So we're going to take this and we're going to put it on point B. So we're going to do this. And now we're going to draw an arc above if that intersect with the other. So it will be something like this. Da, 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 da. And then 2, using a straight edge, draw a line connecting the points where the arc intersects. So it will be, okay, this point and this point. So we do this, and that's the perpendicular bisector. Supposedly, remember, I don't have a compass here, so I'm just doing everything by hand. So this is how it works. And yeah, it does make sense. It does work. Let's see. 3. What is the first step to strengthen the angle bisector of angle A? Okay. First, it's not drawn the ray AD because the ray AD is the angle bisector. So this is not the first step. Now, draw a line segment connecting points B and C. That's not even necessary. We don't have point B and C in the first place. So the only thing we have at the beginning is this angle A, and that's it. This is the only we have. So that's not. See, from points B and C, draw equal arcs that intersect at D. Again, we don't have point B and C yet. We cannot do that. Now, from point A, draw an arc that intersects the sides at angles at points B and C. Okay, now this makes sense. We're actually going from point A that we have. We're getting the compass and we are doing an arc intersecting the angle and we are creating point C and we're creating point B. Now, after that is that comes step C. So we draw an arc here, we draw another arc there, and then we draw the line. But the first step is to create point B and C. So our first step is D. Now let's see 4. What construction does the diagram below represent? Okay, let's see. First, bisecting an angle. There is not even an angle here. So no, bisecting a segment is getting the segment in half, but we are not doing that basically because we are not taking half of of the segment. We are just measure one point to the other. Again, there is no angle here. It's not C. Um, well, actually, D makes sense. Copying a segment because what we are doing is we are measuring the distance from this point to this point, from A to B, and then what we're going to do is place this compass here, and we're going to get the distance from M to B prime, I will say, and this is like basically this segment is equal to this segment, so that's the reason it does make sense. But yeah, that was basically not a big deal. It's easier to take like to eliminate the angle because of the no angle here. Um, just the bisecting thing is, remember bisecting is cut in half, so we are not doing that really. Now let's see here. 5. Carla drew two arcs of the same radius by placing her compass at each endpoint of AB to produce the picture. Okay, I don't know you guys, but did you see this? It's actually the same with it here. So I'm kinda right now without even reading the questions, getting to like in my mind is this perpendicular bisector, perpendicular bisector, perpendicular bisector. But let's continue, let's see. If she connects the 2 points where the arcs intersect with a straight edge, what must be true about the segments she creates? So, as I explained before, if she connects these 2 points, okay, wait, I want to make this straight. Uh, right there. Yeah, right there. So if she connects these 2 points, she's gonna get a perpendicular bisector. And as I have explained it before, this is for two right well four 9 angles. So this is a 9 angle. This is a 90 angle. This is also 90 degrees angle. It divides the segment in half. Remember, bisector means dividing half. So these four angles are 90 degrees and are equal because they are for 90 degrees. And let's see, let's say C is equals to BC. Now, what must be true about the segments she creates? Okay, it is congruent to and perpendicular to AB. It is congruent to and bisects AB. It is perpendicular to and bisects AB. Okay, perpendicular, bisects. I see words that remind me of what I just said. And then it is congruent to, perpendicular to, and bisects AB. So basically, we cannot say it is congruent. Well, actually, no, it is not congruent because to make it congruent, we need to do a specific thing. We don't not doing here, so I haven't even see like anywhere. So basically, I'm taking this away. The only way it is congruent is that we place the compass at the exact same length. So we place the compass on B and the other point on A, and then we draw the whole arc like this, you know, and the same for B. So we have to draw like the whole arc like this, and then this segment ignore like that is like very bad, but either way, this segment in the middle, then that will be controlling. But it's not happening here. So since the beginning, I can just take away the congruent thing and use perpendicular to and bisect. Because as I said before, that's a perpendicular bisector. The numbers, the name basically says what it is or what it does. Well, let's continue. Let me see something. Okay, perfect. 6. Alex needs to bisect ABC using a compass and a straight edge. He starts by performing the following steps. Okay, place the compass on vertex B at the angle. Okay, let me first do this. A, wait, A, B, C. Draw an arc that intersects both sides of the angle. Okay. And this is going to be D, oops, D, F, or D, E. So D, E. Okay. Label this intersection at point DE. Now, next step is basically what I did, like what I was explaining here. So our next step is to place a compass on point E and draw an arc in the middle. Oh wait, never mind. Like we can choose between it's multiple choice. That's how it was for response. So let's see. I use the compass with to be half the distance between point B and point E, and then place the compass on point E and draw an arc in the interior of the angle that crosses the other arc. We still don't have other arc, so that's not the answer we're looking for. Now, place the compass on point E and draw an arc in the interior of the angle. Okay, I like this. Now, without use the compass with, place the compass point E and draw an arc in the interior of the angle that crosses the other arc. Okay, like this is basically what I'm looking for, but still, let's read the other options because we are doing this, but it never says we are connected and we need to connect it. Let's see what it says. The option C. I use the compass point to be half the distance between point B and A, and then place the compass at point A, draw an arc interior of the angle. Without using the compass we place the compass at point E and draw an arc on the interior of the angle of the that is opposite the other arc. We are placing the compass on point E twice. We don't need to do that. We need to do B first E, then D. So no, that's not what we're looking for. Thing D, okay. But using the compass, we place the compass at point E and draw an arc on the exterior. Oh, you see? Also, it says it's saying exterior. We don't need exterior. We're looking for a bisector. We need the interior. We need here. So this is basically wrong from the beginning. Yep, the answer we were looking for is in the B. That's what we need to do. Now let's see. 7. I think I'm going. Oh, we're finishing. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna start a new lesson next week. But either way, 7. What is the next step in constructing an angle RTS congruent to the given angle BZD with a straight edge and a compass? Okay. First, we're going to draw a right, label TS, perfect. Using C as the center of any radius, draw an arc with intersects CB and CD, which intersects CB and CD, label the section X and Y. Okay, perfect. Now, let's see which is step 3. Draw XY. Nope. We don't even need to draw the XY in anywhere, like anywhere. So that's of course not the next step we need to follow. You see, set the compass on A on Y and adjust its width to point X. It's not what we need to do, but if you are doubting, you can always mark here and just keep reading to see. Because if we set the compass um this width and place it, we could place it anywhere in the line. We don't have a place yet to place in the line, so keep that in mind. Now, using T as the center on any radius, draw an arc which intersects TS, label the point where the arc intersects T, which label the point where they are intersect TH. Now, yeah, we do need to do that, but we cannot use any radius. That's wrong. Because if we are using any radius, then the final angle will be something like this. We need to use, remember, we need to keep the same radius. We need to keep the same radius without changing the compass. We place the compass on T, put it here. So this is definitely not what we're looking for. Now D. Without changing the compass's width, okay, place the point on the compass on point T and draw an arc. Label the point where they are intersect. Yes, that's what we need to do. That's basically the next step. And if you're ever doubting about it, just start to do it. Like, this can be tricky, B can be tricky, but remember, if you do that, like, you're going to have this. You can always do what they did, what they said in the first step. So the only thing you're gonna have is this. If you place the width of X and Y and you put it anywhere, you're going to do something like this. And if you trace a line, it's just, like, of course not the same angle. So what we need to do is do the arc. That's the next step. It's not the last one, but it's the next based on the one they already gave us. So now, last questions, and we finish this topic and we can continue a new one next week. Let's see. Listed below, not in order, are the steps for copying AB using a compass and a straight edge. Select the option that lists the steps in the correct order. So let's see here. Okay. I see the options and I see that 4 is going to be my last one. Like 6 is going to be my last one. Which is kind of obvious, so I'm just going to place number 6 here. Now let's see, we don't have the same here, we don't have the same here, we don't have the same here. Yeah, we cannot see anything else. So let's see, let's see it first. Place the point of the compass on point A. Yeah, I like this. This kind of first step I could choose, perfect. Using a straight line to draw line L. And why? Why are we gonna do this? This is of course not the one we need. We don't even have anything draw yet, so we cannot draw line L on the set. Actually, actually, wait. I know this is okay, yeah. Let's redo that. Let's redo that. Let's keep reading. I made a mistake because this is actually the first step. When we're trying to copy a segment, um, the first thing we do is draw a line. So we do this. It's a long line. I'm sorry about that. So this is a long line. I know this is gonna be the answer. But either way, I want to continue. I want to say what else you could how to solve it equally. So first, let's redo it. So place a compass on of a compass on point A. Could work. Yeah, why not? So we put a point. Use a straight edge to draw a line L. Also, it's like we're drawing a line. So, and we're copying a segment. So this is not like the last step we could take because it's not like drawing segment what like PQ. So yeah, it could be the first one. So let's see. Adjust the compass width to the length of AB. Okay. I read the first one and I read the third one. I know that the third one needs to be after the first one because we need to put the compass on point A, and then we can adjust the compass width to the length AB. So the third one for sure needs to be after the first one. So we can take away. So we can take away C and D because the third one is before the first one. So C and D are out. Now for let's see for without changing the compass, place the compass point on point P and draw our intersected line L. Okay, without changing the compass. So 4 needs to be after 3 because we are measuring the compass width and without change, we are first doing it and without changing it, we need to place it um on line L. So without changing. So 4 cannot be before 3. So I take away A. Now, based on that, we're left with B. Now let's see if B makes sense. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and well, of course 6. Let's see, and let's redo it. So use a straight line to draw line L. So this is line L. Oops, L. Choose a point on line L and label it point P. Okay, this is point P. Place the point of the compass on point A. So I have point A here. I have the compass here. So A, this is the compass. Okay. For adjust the compass width to the length of AB. So I'm going to adjust the compass width like this. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's do it better. Perfect. Now, 5, without changing the compass, place the compass point on point P. Okay, without changing the compass. Place it on point P. Going to place it on point P. Okay. Um, okay. Now, and draw an arc that intersects line L. So, draw an arc that intersects line L. Label the point of intersection as point Q. So this is point Q. Now, PQ is equal to AB. And yes, this is AB. This is PQ. And yes, they are equal and does make sense. And yeah, that's the right answer. So I hope you guys understood that. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, that's all for lines and angles. So we're finished. If you have any question, go to Discord, text me. My info is there. Thank you guys for everything. See you next week.